All right, I'm going to take you through how I close out every single workout that I do. It takes about 5 minutes, but the way you start something and the way you end something is very important. I like to bring my heart rate back down. I like to get everything good and stretch out and limber, get the blood flow going back through, and get my breathing back down, and then close in my mindset, close it off with some gratitude and some love. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is start out with your feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to take your chin, tuck it down to your chest, and then you're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time very slowly. And then you're just going to hang here. You're just going to feel it in your hamstrings. You're going to let your head and your neck relax. Just hangs down. And you just go to where the stretch leads you. Kind of go back and forth. You feel it, you need to stretch a little bit of a different angle, go over there. Everything's about flow and then being intuitive and figuring out what your body needs exactly. Walk your hands out. Sit in a push-up position right here. Keeping a tight core. Not too tight, but tight enough to keep a straight back and stay firm. Now my shoulders are lined up with my elbows over my wrist, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to rotate front, back, left and right. And I'm going to work on the mobility of my wrists, come up on the toes, work my ankles out, feel a little pop left and right, come back, and then I'm going to very controlled bring my left foot up to my left hand. You can come down to that right knee, come up off of it if you want to take it a little further, but what you're going to do is you're going to work out this hip and this groin. Shift around, finding the stretch, going where you need you. You do that for as long as you like, very controlled. Bring that foot back. Take another breath or two. Move around, get some more mobility work in your wrists and ankles. Bring that right leg up. Come down on the knee if you like. If you want a little harder, come up. I'm going to stretch out that other hip, other groin flexor. Hip flexor and groin. Say those backwards. You know what I'm saying. Feels right either way. Then you're going to take this right leg, bring it back, very controlled. See right here, you're going to come down on your knees. Tabletop position right here. We're going to a couple rounds of cat-cow. The shift sideways so you can see exactly what's going on with my back. What I'm going to do here is go into breathe in deeply and go into cow pose. I'm going to let my back come down, head up. And then I'm going to exhale into cat, tucking my chin into my chest, arching my back up. Breathing in again. And what this is doing is really opening up and decompressing the spine and allowing some of these discs in our spine, our vertebrae, to get a little bit of relief. And the thing is, you can feel free here to go around. If you need to go around this way and that way. My triceps look freaking good, I ain't gonna lie to you. Then we're gonna come back to center here. And now we're gonna come into a child's pose. So I want your knees spread apart, your toes come together, and you're gonna fall back, butt coming to your heels. Put your forehead on the ground. And you're gonna feel this stretch in your middle and upper back and in your shoulders a lot, down in your hips. And this is where you take a couple deep breaths. Sit here for a minute. Where you go from here, take one arm and thread it underneath the other arm. Lay on the side of your head. You'll feel it pull a little bit differently. You'll feel it pull right here in my lat right here, and then on my other side of my shoulder and my back. And then the best way to come up out of this is you want to take this arm, come here, push up out of that to keep the pressure off of that shoulder. Then we're going to come do the same thing on the other side. Arm down, press up. Come back here. And then where I like to come from here is go into a downward dog. So what you're going to do from here, press up. Your legs kind of spread apart, and this is kind of slippery on these socks. And I'm going to put my head right here, lining up my ears with my shoulders. I'm going to press down. I'm going to feel this really pull in my hamstrings and my back. And then what I'll do is I'll pedal these feet out left and right to feel it, to get those calves going. And then from here, I'm going to shift forward. I'm going to slowly lower myself down. I call this lowering like Magic Mike. So I'll go like this. And then you'll come up and we'll stretch out your abs. Because you just did those myotatic crunches and those cat vomits. You got to stretch them out now and get some oxygen flowing back into the muscles. Here. And then the way I end it off every time is I bring my knees together, feet together, and I sit back on my heels. I come up, arms up like this. I'll take a little bit of a back bend. Bring my hands to heart center. Take a really deep breath through my belly. Let go of all my worries. And I just take a moment and just think about the people, the places, the things that I'm grateful for, and I send all those things love. I just take a second to appreciate them. Nothing else exists, nothing else matters. I shower myself in white light. I feel it. I'm showering all the other people, all the others, all my loved ones in white light. They feel it. And I just take a moment for them. Just a moment. And so it is. That is how I end every single workout session.